Warm welcome to all the listeners. I'm Dr. Minakshi, Assistant Professor from the Department of Education, RI NCERT Ajmer. Today I'll be sharing one of my research work with you, which I have done to understand why our teachers are not being able to use information and communication technology, which is the boom nowadays in the classrooms. For that purpose, I made a topic which is hitches encountered by teachers in using ICT in teaching learning at the secondary level schools of Jaipur city. To understand this scenario, I surveyed 5 schools of Jaipur district with the help of my pupil teachers. We approximately received 50 teachers' responses, and our focus was to understand the problems and issues that they had in implementing ICT in the classroom. A self-prepared questionnaire was designed that intended to cover effectively and easily the status of ICT in schools and teachers' attitudes toward it. The questionnaires were distributed among the teachers, and based on their responses, the results were drawn. The results were actually drawn in 3 categories. One was school-related obstacles, the second was teacher-related obstacle, and the third was students-related obstacles. As you can see from this response sheet, that on these 8 issues we try to seek the responses, and the obstacles that we try to incorporate were: ICT is not considered useful in my school in practice, my school lacks the required ICT infrastructure, my school lacks the digital learning responses, my school do not have the flexibility and it doesn't provide the same to make me on my own decisions when I plan lessons with ICT. I do not have access to ICT outside the school. There is lack of opportunities for using and learning ICT in school. More emphasis laid on the completion of the syllabus rather than on making teaching learning effective and activity based. And lastly, lack of faculty development programs for teachers, especially for ICT. So out of these 8 obstacles, the most highlighted and the most prominent focused by the teachers was that there is more emphasis on the completion of the syllabus rather than making teaching learning activity based. And similarly, lack of faculty development programs and lack of flexibility to make decisions regarding lesson planning with the help of ICT, they are also the issues which actually are from the school part, from the administration part, which create hindrance, which create obstacles, hitches for teachers to use ICT in their day-to-day teachings in the classroom. In terms of the teacher-related obstacles, which we try to explore, the main obstacles that we found were lack of ICT related skills, lack of ICT related pedagogical skills, insufficient confidence to try new approaches alone, lack of time to develop and implement ICT using activities, unable to identify which ICT tool will be useful, and lastly, lack of awareness with respect to new innovative practices in teaching learning themes. So, as the scenario is very clear, because of the lack of ICT related skills, the teachers are not welcoming ICT lesson planning in their day-to-day classrooms. Coming to the third form of the obstacle that they have mentioned, it is student related obstacles, in which students do not possess the required ICT skills, students do not have the access to the required ICT related tools outside of the school premises, and students' irregularity makes it more difficult to start new activities. So the most highlighted problem as per the teachers from the student related obstacles criteria was that students' irregularity makes it very difficult for them to start any new activities, because students are not regular, so they cannot prepare, plan and execute any ICT activity in the classroom, because the next day again they have to repeat the same, so it becomes a very cumbersome job for them to do the same. So based on these results, I just try to depict them with the help of this pie chart. For the first category, where I have just tried to sort out the number of responses for school-related obstacles, through this pie chart, you can very well see the biggest portion states that more emphasis is laid on completing the syllabus rather than actually focusing on teaching learning activity based through ICT. Second, the teacher related obstacles. As you can very well see, 30% of the people, they have given a response showing that there is a lack of ICT related skill awareness and perfection with the teachers, because of which they are not promoting it. Lastly, you can very well see 62% of the teachers, they actually believe that students' irregularity in the classroom is the biggest hindrance, because of which they are not planning, they are not actually being able to deliver ICT based lessons in the classrooms. So from all this, what we have found that from the responses, 27 out of 50 teachers, they felt that schools infrastructure and other policy issues, they are a big hindrance in ICT implementation and teaching learning practices. 10 teachers believe that it is the teachers' own inability, that they are not making use of ICT in the classrooms. And 13 teachers, they stated that students are the biggest barriers in ICT practices because they have been irregular, and because of which they cannot think of making teaching learning effective with the help of ICT based lesson plans. So with all these, what we can conclude? We can conclude that ICT is basically considered very important for effective teaching learning process, but the ground reality makes it difficult to believe if it is actually that important or not. If it would have been that important, school, teachers and students and even parents also would have come forward and put their hands together to make it a more productive thing. The teachers who can make use of ICT the most are feeling that there are certain barriers which hinder the implementation of ICT in the classrooms. And what were those barriers? We just discussed. Therefore, it is necessary to identify the need for an effective modification program which would be coupled with e-learning implementation to address the barriers to ICT use. Now, it follows that many impacts on the teachers are related to change management, which would be in terms of self, administration and the students. Professional development alone will not be adequate to affect in any significant way. Teachers will face challenges when beginning to use e-learning because there will be lack of support from the administration, technical support problems, technology breakdowns and a lack of necessary technological tools. And also it is affected by the self-motivation factors, because the teacher, if the teacher is not motivated, the teacher won't be able to make any provision to make such kind of deliberations, to create such kind of deliberations. So therefore, from the study of Fulin, which he conducted in 1999, he very well quoted that when the culture within a school does not support e-learning, the culture usually wins out. Therefore, the scope and opportunities will ensure for both teachers and the students when there is a collaborative and supportive work culture. A supportive work culture for teachers can be improved by formulating the learning communities. So there is a dire need to create learning communities, and if we all come together and try to put our contribution, even if it's very small, then also that we can actually imagine some sort of a change, some sort of a modification in our teaching learning practices, where both teacher and learner both can go hand in hand in exploring the new phases of information, knowledge and creativity. Thank you for being patient while I was sharing my research with you. Thank you so much for being there. I hope it has been productive for creating a flicker of thought in your mind.